3, 2, 1, go!
And we're off. We've got all the robots on the Red Alliance side, seeming like they are trying to fire off as many points as possible in auto. Robotics taking the corner and firing off into their hub. On the Blue Alliance side too, we've got lots of fuel in the air. Already Triple Strangers headed over to the midfield to collect as much fuel as possible. They are now firing it off from their far corner just as auto wraps up. And it's Teleop. Sequence hoovering up all the fuel as in the midfield, bringing it over to their Alliance side. Triple Strange firing off a final few volleys there while their hub powers down. On the Red Alliance side now, Robotics scooping up all the fuel that they can, heading over to their side and lining up for the shot. They're going to be joined by Recursion, who's also firing their intake at the moment, filling up their hopper with fuel. Triple Strange is already trying to scoop as much fuel as possible from this midfield and move it over to their side of the field so they can get scoring once their hub is active. Bit of trouble there on the trench. It seems like Sequence got stuck on the fuel, between the fuel and the trench. They're struggling again now. It seems like they got a helping hand there from Joko Robos on the Blue Alliance side. The hub is active, and we have Triple Strange firing into the hub. They're being joined by Sequence, who are also trying to get in position to get firing. Meanwhile, in the middle of the field, more fuel is being collected by the Red Alliance side in preparation for their turn, which is coming up shortly as that blue hub flashes. On the Red Alliance side, Recursion firing off a volley of fuel into the hub. They are working alongside Robotics, who have a hopper full of fuel and haven't quite started firing yet. Hopefully they can get aligned and shooting soon. Triple Strange has grabbed a lot of fuel and is now on the Blue Alliance side, stealing fuel from them and bringing it over to their part of the field. A lot of fuel being taken away from this midfield here as the Red Alliance hub powers down, and it's Blue Alliance time to shine. Sequence firing off huge amounts of fuel, resetting their intake and going back for another volley. Joko Robos are over here on the Blue Alliance side of the field playing defense. They're trying to get in the way of Sequence and Triple Strange's impenetrable volleys, but they are beating the odds and going around the defender, firing off with no regard for the defense being played. There's going to be some great points there for the Blue Alliance, who are in the lead so far. And it's the end game. Both hubs are active. Triple Strange is on the Red Alliance side, but heading back over to their side, while all three red robots with hoppers full of fuel are trying to get those last volleys in these final 15-odd seconds. Sequence 2 now firing off another volley of fuel with impressive accuracy into their hub. Triple Strange is looking to join them for hopefully one more volley of fuel in these last few seconds. Got some spinning action here on the Red Alliance side, and a climb, it looks like, from Recursion. They are up and waiting patiently for the judges to decide. With 102 points for red and 157 for blue. The Blue Alliance earns 4 ranking points for that, one of which comes from energizing the hub.
All right, everyone, we're going to take a quick break for lunch and resume back with Qualification Match 11 at 1:15. If you are in Qualification Match 11, I need you to be...